Are you paying your debts every month, yet still feeling like you're falling behind? Do you look at your balances and think, why is nothing improving? That feeling matters. In this video, we shall explore the 5 signs your debt is getting out of control. Even if you are still making payments, you will learn what these signs really mean, why they show up, and what simple steps can help you regain control before things get worse. If any part of this sounds familiar, stay with me. One honest check today can save you years of stress. Let's begin. 1. Debt is always on your mind. The first sign is not a number. It is what happens inside your head. Debt starts taking space in your thoughts all day. You wake up and your mind goes straight to payments. You try to focus at work, but you keep thinking about the next due date. You sit with family and still feel distracted because you're doing mental math in the background. This matters because constant money stress changes how you live. You become more tired because your brain never fully rests. You may feel guilt when you spend on anything, even something small, because you're afraid it will make your situation worse. And when you feel that guilt often, you start avoiding money decisions entirely. A helpful way to test this sign is simple. Think about the last 7 days. How many times did debt interrupt your day? If debt is taking more attention than your goals, your health, or your relationships, you're not just dealing with debt. Debt is dealing with you. When this happens, even good moments feel heavy. You might be laughing with friends, but still thinking about bills. You might lie in bed at night, replaying numbers in your head. Over time, this constant worry steals your peace. And when peace is gone, even small problems feel big. 2. Your balances stay the same or they keep rising. The second sign is what happens after months of payments. You keep paying, but your balances barely move. Sometimes they even go up. This is one of the most frustrating debt experiences because it makes you feel powerless. This usually happens because interest is eating most of your payment. If your interest rate is high, a large part of your payment goes toward interest instead of reducing the balance. Life can also force you to use credit again for repairs or basic needs, which keeps the cycle going. A clear sign is when you look back 3 to 6 months and the balance is almost the same. That is not a motivation problem. It is a math problem. What helps is picking a payoff method and making it real. Choose one debt to target and put any extra money there while keeping minimum payments on the rest. When balances do not move, hope starts to fade. You begin to feel like effort does not matter. That feeling is dangerous because it leads to giving up. But once you change the strategy, progress returns. And progress brings back motivation fast. 3. You are only making minimum payments. The third sign is when minimum payments become your normal. Minimum payments are designed to keep you current, not to help you become debt-free quickly. When you only pay the minimum, you often pay mostly interest. That means your payoff timeline stretches out for years. You may feel stable because the lender is not calling, but you are not moving forward. This sign is dangerous because it creates a false sense of safety. Your credit score might look fine. Your accounts might show paid as agreed, but your future is quietly being taxed by interest. You are paying for yesterday's spending, and the cost keeps growing. Minimum payments also steal your options. The more of your income goes to debt, the less room you have for savings, emergencies, and goals. That means the next unexpected cost pushes you toward more debt. You pay one card, then use another. You feel responsible, yet you feel trapped. A strong warning line many people use is this. If your total debt payments are taking a large slice of your take-home pay each month, it becomes hard to live normally. You start cutting essentials. You start delaying medical care. You start missing social events. Even if you never miss a payment, your life shrinks. Here is a simple way to measure it. Add up all monthly debt payments, not just one card. Include credit cards, loans, buy now, pay later, and any other repayment. Then compare that to your monthly take-home income. If debt takes a big chunk, the situation is fragile. It means one surprise could cause missed payments or force you into new debt. What you can do is build a minimum plus plan. Keep minimums on all debts, but add a fixed extra amount to one target debt every month. Even a small extra amount matters because it hits the balance, not just interest. The key is consistency. You want an extra payment you can repeat every month, not a big payment once that you cannot sustain. Also, set a rule for new borrowing while you're paying off debt. If you keep borrowing while trying to repay, progress becomes almost impossible. That might mean removing save cards from shopping apps. It might mean using a cash envelope for certain spending categories. It might mean setting a weekly spending limit on your card and tracking it. You are not punishing yourself. You are protecting your future self. 4. Debt is hurting your relationships or your work. Debt rarely stays in your bank account. It shows up in how you talk, how you react, and how you feel. You may snap at people you care about because you are already stressed. You may avoid social plans because you do not want to spend money. You may lie about why you cannot join. Not because you are a bad person, but because you feel embarrassed. At work, debt stress can reduce your focus. You might check your bank account during the day. You might spend time thinking about bills instead of tasks. You might feel less confident during meetings because you are tired and distracted. Over time, that can affect performance. It can also affect how you see yourself. You start believing you are failing, even when you are trying hard. Debt stress can also change your health. Sleep becomes lighter. You wake up thinking. You may feel tension in your body. You may feel anxious when your phone buzzes because you fear as a payment reminder. These are not small issues. They are signals that the problem is beyond numbers now. A clear sign is when debt becomes a topic you avoid with your partner or family. You feel uncomfortable discussing it. You hide statements. You delay conversations. That silence increases the pressure. It also blocks teamwork. When people do not talk about money, they cannot solve money problems together. What helps is honest communication with a simple structure. Start with facts, not blame. Here is what we owe. Here is what we pay monthly. Here is what is left. Then talk about one goal you both want, even if it is small. We want to sleep better. We want to stop using credit for groceries. We want to pay off one card in 6 months. Shared goals reduce shame and increase cooperation. It also helps to set boundaries around spending as a team. That could mean agreeing on a weekly spending limit for non-essentials. It could mean planning low-cost activities, so you still have a social life without regret. It could mean deciding that big purchases require a 24-hour pause. These habits protect relationships because they reduce money arguments. 5. Debt is taking over your life. The 5th sign is about control. Debt starts controlling your choices. You say no to opportunities because you cannot handle extra costs. You avoid changes because you fear instability. You might also notice that your day starts with checking balances. You decide what you can eat, where you can go, and what you can do based on fear. Over time, life becomes narrower. This sign is important because it often means there is no clear end in sight with your current plan. If you cannot see when debt will end, your plan is not a plan. It is survival. A simple question helps here. If nothing changes, where will your debt be in 1 year? If the answer worries you, that is a serious warning. When debt controls your choices, dreams start shrinking. You stop planning for the future and focus only on getting through the month. But life should be bigger than that. Once you take back control, possibilities open again, slowly but surely. There you have it. 5 clear signs your debt is getting out of control, even if you are still making payments. The good news is you can change this. You can rebuild control step by step without panic and without trying to fix everything in one day. If you find this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps this channel grow and reach more people who need simple money guidance. Share it with someone who might be quietly struggling, and subscribe for more easy, practical videos that help you get back in control of your money.